All right, so hopefully today I'm getting the wheels to be put on the car today. So I paid for the tires yesterday. They came in this morning, and then while I was at work, my dad dropped off the wheels to the shop, like right next door. But I got home and I started messing with my AC because my blower motor was not spinning. But I figured out the issue now. Well, I should say my dad figured out the issue. So we checked all the fuses up there, down here, over there, and we even took the blower motor out, hooked it up to the battery, and it spun. So we're like, all right, what could it be? My dad's like, we checked everything, has to be this. So I'm like, no, like it worked fine. And when I had it, he goes, you never know. So I went to the manual car, my crashed manual car, took it out, put it in here, and now the AC works. So now it's not blowing cold, so I have to recharge the AC with Freon. So once that's good, then the car's done. So yeah, all that's left to do is go pick up the wheels and tires, put it on the car, and I can put her down on the ground and see how she looks, and then I can test the suspension in the front and see if it airs up in the front. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. The last thing to do is Freon and wheels. It looks so good. Alright, so they look like this. I have to add those onto these, and then I can take these off to put those on. Alright, now I got them all laid out. Now I have to put the hub-centric rings in here, because the hub size on here is bigger than the hub on there. So I have to put these rings so it'll fit this hub, and then the hub ring will shorten it down to fit that hub, so there's not play. I know for sure the rear is going to be a tight fit, and these are 22 offsets, so it's going to stick out a lot. We'll see. Now the rears are on, going to lower it. It's going to be a tight fit. Alright, so this side has way more camber than the other side. So I'm pretty sure when I put the camber bolt back in, I put max camber, I guess. Rather than this side. This side doesn't have that much, so. But they look pretty good. Alright, here's the rear. They had some time to settle in. But look at this side. They almost look actually the same. Well, the front's on, and you know Florida, it rains, it stops, it rains, it stops, it rains, it stops. So it's still raining. Well, it just started raining. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure the blocks are even with the weights, and then I'm gonna lower the car. You know, it's raining a lot harder now, but you know, I'm just gonna record in the rain because I'm tired of it. Oh, that's a little tight right there. She'll do, she'll do. I'm excited, she's finally on the ground. I need to fix the toe on this one. Oh my. Oh yeah, there's a lot of toe out on this one. Honestly, I'm probably going to have to raise the rear up because... Oh, that's already hitting. Stupid paint. That's already scraping on the fender. So the lip is definitely going to hit. Alright, this is like the second day. The suspension should have a little more than enough time to settle in. I have a lot of toe in because this is sticking out way too much. But I'm looking at it, and I think it did drop a little bit more, but I think the lip is gonna clear. Come here. mirror, whatever. I think the lip's gonna clear. I need to fix, this is bad toe. Like, look at that. But my plan is to jump on there and see if it clears. But my goal for today is to jack the car up, take the rear tires off. And then I guess add more camber. So there's like a factory camber bolt. I don't know if it's maxed out yet or not. So I'm gonna take a look at that. And then I'm going to take a look at the front after. I haven't got like a good deep look at the front yet, but we'll see. My main focus is the rear right now, and then the front. But the front, I'm in the front. I might need camber arms. See, the left side is tucked in more than the right side is. I don't know. I'll look at it. All right, I'm gonna jump on it. Hopefully, it don't scrape. I don't think it's hitting. I don't think it's hitting. Ooh. All right, I'm gonna try this side. It sounds like the paint's chipping. All right, so I'm gonna mess with the rear today. Jack it up, take the tires off and wheels off, basically. And then I'm gonna look at the camber bolts and see if I can add more camber. But I'm not gonna touch the front suspension until I get the alignment done. So once the alignment's done, then I'll mess with the front suspension. But I'm gonna work on the rear. All right, so the camber bolt is right here at the bottom. Right now it's just straight up and down. And then I'm going to tighten it, technically. It's gonna be hard with one hand. But I'm gonna turn it and you'll watch the leveler bubble and the leveler itself move back. One more. All right, so now the bubble is back here and the leveler is slightly pushed back. All right, now I tightened up the other side to get it all snugged up, and now it added even more. This would be negative camber. All right, so I messed with the camber bolt and I messed with the toe. It was sticking out too much, and then I messed with the camber bolt again and it brought it back in. So now we're adjusting the height from this side and that side to make it even. All right, we actually fixed the problem with the rear. Came out a lot more, fix it. But this side sits lower just because like the pieces of wood and the weight are a lot taller than the other side. So it's gonna, you know, lean this way and lean more and look lower here. But my dad did take a tape measure. It measured from the top nut of the ring to the bottom ring, and they were the same. So we'll get a better idea once we don't have it on like wood and everything, but that's the only way to get the jack out, is to have it like this. All right, so I kind of want to leave it like this for now until I get an alignment, and then after I get the alignment, then I'm going to adjust for the height, and I shouldn't really adjust much else. It shouldn't, because there'll be slight minor adjustments for the height. So, but what I want to do now is lift up the front and see if the front goes up. All right, I'm actually going to take it around the block, see how it rides. First, I'm going to put gas in it. A little bit. Go ahead. You're off the wood. What about the bag? Fine now. All right, there she is, airing up and airing down the rear. I think it was low. Fitment's pretty good, looks like. They about look the same. Okay, some of y'all might think I'm a little bitch for it, but no. I think it might be a little too low. I actually might need to raise it up a little. Because I don't have stiff like spring rates in the back. I already scratched them already on the fender. Yeah, yep. And they're already freaking hot. I just got burnt. All right, so I have the car on jack stands. I'm gonna take the tire off, raise the car up, and then I'm actually gonna roll the fender more, but pull it. I'm gonna pull the fender, and then I'm gonna raise it up both sides. So my dad got a spacer, and he said he should have more, and then he got a new lock washer. So hopefully the fender roller should work now. I'm not even joking, it probably took almost an hour just to raise this up and figure this stupid piece of shit out. If y'all ever get one of these, don't be a dumbass like me and buy cheap. Get expensive on this, because unless y'all buy cheap, you're gonna need spacers and an aftermarket like lock nut. And I did all that just to tighten the fender roller all the way and not even pull the fenders at all, because they're so thick. Right, we raised it up about a 1/2 inch on both sides. So this should be better. All right, so I took it for a little ride. It doesn't rub at all until I hit a bump. But in the rear, there's I couldn't roll the fender flush because the wagons in the rear, they have a filament, and it's in the way, and I can't bend it over. I can't. So I'm probably gonna take a grinder and just grind it off. So I shouldn't get any more rubbing. But up top, it's like a indent and then a pump and then an indent again. So I'm probably just gonna beat that in. So I shouldn't really rub too much in the rear, but I know I will, but I'm trying to like minimize the rubbing. But the front, I need to raise the driver front to match the passenger front. But also the driver front, the fender's already kind of pulled a little bit because it wasn't in an accident there. But the passenger front fender I need to pull, so I'm probably going to do that today too. So my goal for today is to raise the driver suspension, pull the passenger fender, and shave off the lip in the rear. But yeah, that's about it for this video. For the tires, I love them. They're really good. Hope you guys enjoyed the little build. It's basically done. I just need to do a couple tweaks with the suspension and stuff. But yeah, see.